fourth. It's solid for his start.
He was able to have a top 10 finish in Moto3 as well. Now in his second year really needs to make sure he's able to kick on. He needs to do a good job. Is Super Mario, because unfortunately last year didn't quite live up to the super part of that. He had a big crash, broke 3 bones in his hand, and that pretty much ruled him out for almost the entire CEV Moto3 season. But he did race in the Red Bull Rookies Cup last year as well.
He did, and he did come back at Valencia as well, and had a good race in race
championship. Ivan Ortola will start on pole position, and the Moto3 Junior World Championship really is wide open against the grid. He has just arrived just now, and it looks like he's been ushered here in Estoril. Red lights are on, and the 2021 will start as they head down towards turn 1. We do have one right towards turn 1. Looks like it might have been Matsuyama that's been able to take that lead. It's actually Dama just ushered down to 3rd spot. Matsuyama trying to dive down in those leading positions. We've got Jose Julian Garcia up there inside the top 5 as well. He's a race winner, the only
properly bogged down. He's recovered a little bit now. He's on the back of that leading group in 5th place. It's a good out wide.
Munoz all the way out wide. Let's see what trying to make sure he's able to take the race lead, but Danny Halgado holds him off with that wide sweeping line. And
got Moto3 World Championship experience, fun running Moto3 World Championship experience at times as well. So the leading group too much at the front. Holgado leads. There's a gap between in 6th place still is Ortola, and 7th
44.7. That tallies up pretty much the exact same pace as the pole position as well, and Matsuyama able to defend really well. Good riding from the Japanese rider.
Yeah, does he run?
But last time around pulled in 0.2 of a second on the race leaders, so suddenly that Matsuyama's broken away from Garcia. He's broken away from Munoz, who's trying to make sure he's half of this race fairly soon. This is when you've got to make sure you're in a position to keep yourself in those leads at the back of this group as well. It's in 6th position David Alonso. He was a half a second van 96 machine. Then it's the 38 of Salvador. He's trying to be in a position to attack for the race on that tight line, not able to get that bike stopped. Danny Halgado's
might even do it before that.
We know Danny Halgado's good on the brakes, but we can see with Garcia, he's hit the front. Now he needs to make sure he's in a position to be able to keep attacking from that position to put himself into a good position. Matsuyama trying to get down the inside as well on the number.
And the lead that could be coming down as this race
around about 1.5 seconds over the last few laps. Just seeing another track limits warning. This one's out for hopefully over the course of the season that bears fruit for the Australian rider right now. In a really strong position last lap around, and suddenly he was 4th position by the time it shuffled out of turn 1. His first race victory. It's been a while coming for him, but the number 96 certainly looks like Matsuyama doing a really good job to be in these podium spots as well. Kiko, that's the big thing. As you gain that little bit of experience, and whether it's the Red Bull Rookies Cup or
in building, and we knew he would be up there this year, but he's surpassing our
leader. He's there.
He's on the green, and he's already at track limits.
Strong into the chicane. Is he going to try and make a move now on the race leader, Danny Halgado, or does he's not willing to show his cards just yet at this stage? One's closing in as well, and then Diego Moreira as well closing in on the Kiko. We could well have a 7-rider group at the front of the field very soon. I'm trying to go the long way around the outside into turn 1, but we know Halgado's very strong in the brakes. They pop up from the bubble, and suddenly Halgado's under it since turn 1.
Yeah, Holgado has been excellent in the braking
already, and Kiko, like you said last time around, might have ran out fairly close to the green. That's very downhill, such as the entry down in towards turn 6. You can see there for Danny Halgado, he tries to get the bike stopped, stop the line, and he's able to keep himself in the right spot. But suddenly, Kiko, look at the number 80.
Yeah, 16 of Super Mario AJI. Is he going to have a say? Look at this 14-wheeler into the chicane. Here comes Matsuyama, gets it.
He has to pull it out to fight another day in this race. He's up there in 4th position, just in front of the number 20, Jose Julian Garcia. But now it's Mario AJI and David Alonso closing right up, and suddenly we've got 7 right. And then look at the number 80 of David Alonso. He's been able to move himself all the way up this grid. Alonso, he has been patient all the way through this race. Last year in the European Talent Cup,
Holgado's looked cool, calm and collected. Having said that, David Jim there, that was an ETC, not Moto3. It's like we said at the top of this on the grid, it has been a day of rookie revelations.
Limits warning for him, but he hasn't gotten one up to this point in the race as well. But Matsuyama's hit the front, and in fairness to Matsuyama, he's looked really strong through the course of this race, found his positions to be able to make moves, good into the chicane, and that could well be key on the last lap.
second exactly, was so close, and Holgado was first and second throughout that whole race. Mario AJI has found his feet and he's coming on very, very strongly, slipstreaming David Alonso. Thing between them, Salvador looking on the inside, but it's going to be Holgado on the brakes, and Alonso!
Afraid of it in this race. He's done a really good job. Unafraid of it in line with a gap to the riders in front, and certainly right now for David Alonso for the gas bikes, and sure he's in a position to make sure his teammate Danny Holgado has to wait. He's leading into the last corner once the start. Get a group. So look at Salvador. He's under attack here from David Alonso. That move. Look at Garcia on the 20. He holds that tight line. You can see for Mario AJI, he's hung out to dry there. That just not quite with the same corner speed as just not quite with Garcia as well. This is getting really close now in the final lap. Let's see if Matsuyama's
starting to go here in the last. We've got about 6 kilometres left of this. Gets it done on the inside of Alonso. That's for third. AJI is now looking to try and get ahead of Alonso. Sworn in for our race leader, Daniel Holgado. He can't be.
There's that bit of a gap as well. David Salvador doesn't really have that slipstream to be able to try and close up at this stage. He needs to be really aggressive on this last lap. You can see David Alonso holds on to that third position. Ran out wide there by Super Mario as well. AJI on the 16 doing a good job to be able to build his way through this race. And leading the way here in the 96, the Aspar rider, those leading two.
Yeah, at the moment, going on this grid this year, at the moment, I think here, Steve, he's got about half a second.
Garcia might be a candidate for save of the season there, but look at Holgado out in front. Salvador in this lap has been able to start to stretch out down in towards the chicane. Is there going to be an opportunity to try and attack from AJI? No, an opportunity to try and attack from AJI. No. Holgado out in front, Salvador closing, but Salvador's going to need to be super fast through these final couple of corners. The corners. Look at Mario AJI. That's going to be the back. Comes on to the start, finish straight. David Salvador is going to victory for David Salvador in third position. It looks like David Alonso's held on to it.
Wow.
We'll wait and see. Now he gets the rewards with a race victory.
And the reigning champions in terms of team kick off their season.
Rookie David Alonso doing a really good job in the last lap. Make sure he's